All of your thoughts on these last few breaths, all of your attention, awareness here. And slowly slide your legs together, stretch your arms overhead for a nice stretch. After a breath or two here, curl yourself into a tiny little ball. Bring your knees into your chest. If it feels good, tuck your chin to your chest, hug your legs, and squeeze. Maybe roll around a bit. From here, either roll to your side or somersault up to sitting.
All right, I'll lead us in 3 beautiful breaths. We're going to do 3 Sat Nams, a long Sat, a short Nam. Hands can just be over the heart or in prayer pose, whatever your preference is. And we'll just take a big practice breath to start. So big inhale and hold. Exhale fully and completely. And on this next inhale, we will begin. Just follow my lead. Here we go. Inhaling deeply. Sa. Nam. Inhale for number 2. Sa. Nam. Last one. Sa. Inhale and hold and be one with the vibration. And exhale, relax.
Thank you. Continue Kapalabhati, hands into mudra. Please go at your own pace. Feel free to change the pace if you get anxious and wish to slow down or take a break. Inhale deeply and begin. Exhale completely. Preparing for our first breath retention here. Inhale deeply. Gentle exhale out. Second round, Kapalabhati, and you're welcome to begin right now or take a moment. Few more breaths, slowing down. Exhale completely. Preparing for the second breath retention here. Inhale deeply. Gently holding the breath. Perhaps you're still hearing Sat Nam or a different mantra or something else. Watching the one that's watching. Gentle exhale out. Okay, round 3. Inhale deeply and begin. Stay with it, relaxing the tongue, the jaw, the face. You pump the belly in, exhale through the nostrils. You got this. A few more rounds. Get it. Gently slowing down. Exhale completely. Going for 45 seconds. This last breath retention. Gently inhale. Beautiful job. You're still holding the breath until you leave. Still meditation, sitting meditation a moment. Receiving the benefits of the postures, the breathing, pranayama. Always the vibration of the mantra, the power of these mudras, the hand gestures, and the body. Slowly, with your eyes closed if you can, lying back down, resting. Legs about max distance apart, arms 45 degrees or so. And a moment to completely surrender and let go. The eyes maintaining drishti, gazing at the third eye, or a little higher than the crease of the eyebrows. The eyes behind the closed eyelids resting down to the cheeks. Awareness back to the body. Start to move as you stretch the legs together, arms overhead, big reach. Breath or two here, just stretch and then curl yourself in a tight little ball. Maybe even tuck the chin in, lift the forehead to the knees. There's somersault up to standing at the top of the mat, or roll to your side. Please take your time. Your way comes Tadasana. Toes together, heels apart, hands at your side. Staying with the breath, the mantra. Exhale here. Start off nice and slow. Inhale deeply. Exhale, hands to prayer. As you inhale, reach your hands overhead. If it's okay, a gentle back bend. Don't strain. Keep the chin tucked gently. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Now tuck the chin into your chest. Eyes 6 o'clock, head heavy. Inhale, right leg back, right knee on the ground, right toenails down, up. Looking a few feet out in front of yourself, hands under the shoulders as you bring your feet back or hands to knees. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead down, elbows close. Inhale, low cobra. Keep the heels together. Inverted V, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up, tuck the chin. Right foot, inhale forward, left knees down, left toenails on the ground, up. Exhale, both legs forward, tuck your chin, look 6 o'clock. Inhale, hands up overhead, big reach, maybe arch back. Exhale, hands at your side. Same slow pace, so if you need to sneak in extra breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg, inhale, reaches back. Right leg back, look a few feet out in front. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead down. Ashtanga Pranayama. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, Long Dog. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale, hands overhead, reach. Exhale, hands at your side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Anjali Mudra, excuse me. Yeah, hands overhead, yoga drunk. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg back. Left leg back. Knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, hold. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, left leg forward. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, hands at your side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg reaches down. Right leg reaches back. Knees, chest, forehead, belly down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg forward. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale, stand. Hands at your side, at your own pace or faster with me. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, standing up. Forward fold. Right leg back. Left leg back. Knees just forehead. Inhale, cobra. Down dog. Right foot forward. Left foot forward. Standing arch. Hands at your side. Inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer. Standing arch. Forward fold. Left leg back. Right leg back. Knees just forehead. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left leg forward. Right leg forward. Standing arch. Hands at your side. Inhale, lengthen. Hands to prayer. Standing arch. Forward fold. Right leg back. Left leg back. Knees just forehead. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right leg forward. Left leg forward. Inhale, standing up. Hands at your side. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, standing up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg reaches back. Right leg reaches back. Knees just forehead down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left leg forward. Right leg forward. Inhale, standing arch. Hands at your side for crowning mid-mistake. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to prayer. We'll do right side here. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg reaches back and pause here. A few breaths. Either high plank push-up or hands and knees. Be strong in your core. Look forward. Breathe. A few breaths. Knees, chest, forehead, lowering down, pausing here with your behind in the air. A few breaths, elbows close. Slide forward, tuck the tailbone into the ground, roll the shoulders back, like 12 o'clock. Baby cobra or straighten the arms, a few breaths. And then the elbows, keep them nice and close, tuck the toes, press the heels, lift the hips. When you get there, 6 o'clock with your eyes. Few breaths. Just like when you're on your back and you brought your knees to your chest and you tucked your forehead, bring your right knee towards your chest, tuck your forehead towards the knee, and then bring your right foot forward. Drop the left knee down. Look up a few breaths. Feel both feet. Preparing to bring the left leg forward as you follow the exhale. Uttanasana, few breaths. For fun, we're going to roll the spine up. So bend your knees, tuck your tailbone, leave your head heavy like wood, roll all the way to the top. When you get there, lift the hands up overhead, interlace your hands. Make a steeple with your pointer fingers. Let the head rest in between the arms. Lift up, arch back. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale, hands to prayer. Steeple the fingers, inhale overhead, reach. Follow the steeple as you keep the back nice and long. Stretch forward, 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 and then down. A few breaths here. Bringing the left leg back. Left knees on the ground, left toenails on the ground. Right knees over the ankle. High plank or hands and knees. Knees, chest, forehead down. Slide forward, shoulders back, look up. Down, you're facing dog. Left leg comes forward. Right leg comes forward. Rolling the spine up, one vertebrae at a time, as much space between the bones. Steeple with your fingers, interlace other thumb on top, fingers on top. Arch back. And releasing, bringing the feet hips distance. And a standing meditation, both. And because you're so aware of your space, you might be able to keep the eyes closed as you come to lie down. Take your time, take your way. Allow the legs to drop to the sides, the arms to drop. After the salutations, for me, feels like a day after I've been outside in the garden or, I've been at the beach or something. The body's so exhausted and I lay down. Ugh. So good. Rest and relax. Deep exhale out. The eyes might be wandering around or they're very still. Notice who knows this. Who's the one that goes, oh yeah, they're still. And the legs just stretch together, arms overhead, big reach. Curling into a tiny little ball and squeeze. I'm going to come up into child's pose. Hips to your heels. Allow the eyes to rest at 6 o'clock, looking deep within. A few more breaths here. Options to stay in child's pose, practicing the dolphin, which is down dog on the elbows, or headstand practice, honoring the contraindications if it's not a day to be practicing. Please feel free to stay in child's pose. Always measuring the elbows. Beautiful. Really, really nice job. That looks great, everybody. Well, thank you. And also the opportunity to open the hands, palms onto the ground, all beautiful options. Staying with the breath. Some of you might even be able to close your eyes. Drishti gaze, perhaps on a spot to help with balance, or noticing what you notice and the one that's noticing. A few more breaths here. And final variations. Take these last few breaths to make our way back to child's pose. Gentle child pose with neck release as a warm up for the shoulder stand. And it's very similar to dolphin if you haven't tried it. You're just gently tucking your chin so that you can put a gentle light pressure on the back of your head as you roll more towards the back of the skull rather than the top of the head for a nice neck and shoulder release. Perhaps you can visualize yourself right now in the shoulder stand. Slowly releasing this posture and making your way onto your back. Rest and relax. So good. A few more breaths here. Thank you for listening to self and popping into the beautiful shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. You can also bring your legs up the wall. So good. Close. Practicing Halasana. Listen to the body. Practicing the postures that are working. So beautiful. Infinite variations. Thank you for embodying them and demonstrating them. In the vessel of light, for example. So grateful for your practice. We'll be a few more breaths here. Please take your time. Use your arms like brakes to slowly lower down, control, coming back into Shavasana, resting and relax. Good job. That's so good. So good. I've never seen you do it so good. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for asking the body's permission, the mind's permission. Is this okay? How about this one? How about one more exhale? Preparing for the bridge or wheel, and you want to bring the block under the hips. Another variation on that. Otherwise, on the knees, press the feet, press the hips. Beautiful. A few more breaths. Slowly lowering down. Bring your knees into your chest this time, and if you want to leave the head down or you want to stretch the head up, we'll counter pose. Preparing for fish, Matsyasana. Most of us practice with the legs long, but lots of variations here. You can press the elbows down or slide the arms under the body first. Also the option to bring the block under the upper back. Breathe into the bronchial tubes. Big, big breath. Last exhale here. There's quite a bit of pressure on the head. Gently lift up and then slowly lying back down onto your back. Legs mat distance, arms 45 degrees, palms up, shoulders back and down. Maybe rock the head side to side. Keeping the attention on the breath, the mantra or prayer, the vibration. Slide the legs together, arms overhead, big stretch. And then walking yourself, come up to sitting, and we'll sit in cobbler pose. Bring the feet together, knees apart, sit up nice and tall. Feel free to flap the legs. Some of you like to press the thighs down with the elbows, maybe even a little hinge forward or one side, especially if there's a hip that would like an extra stretch. A few more breaths here. And we're going to sit up tall, bring the knees into the chest, and hug the legs, sitting as tall as you can. If you can keep the spine tall as we come into Navasana boats, holding the big toes, stretching one or both legs out. Some of you don't need the hands. Do your practice. Enjoy the breath. Same same beautiful flow that you had to come up, slow motion, to come back down, sitting, the knees hugging into the chest and sitting as tight as you can. And then only the right foot we're going to fold with the big toe. And first we're going to extend the left leg out, coming into the bow. If you can, you hold the left big toe or the left leg wherever that works. See if you can pull the right knee back. Like you have a bow and arrow here. Nice. Switch sides, maybe a little shake, wiggle, rest. Maybe a little different way to get into this. Breathe. Bring both legs long, preparing for Paschimottanasana. Take a moment to remove the flesh of your thighs to the sides and where the hips are to open the sciatic side. And I don't know if there's something for the trochanter here that you can do just to have a little extra space. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, forward fold. We'll be here 1 minute. If you want to come out of it, it's too long, come out of it. Holding or letting the arms rest and letting the head drop down. Here I am, breath. Preparing for the counter stretch. Inhale, come back up, arms overhead. Reach the arms behind you. Lift the hips up, push your toes onto the ground. Slowly lower down, come onto your belly. Make a pillow for your head with your hands as you rest your head one direction. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Oh, the exhale out. Preparing for the locust. Bring the forehead onto the ground. Reach your hands overhead, shoulder width apart. Stretch your legs back behind you, hip width apart. And then as if someone had your hands and they were pulling them away from you, and someone had your feet and they're pulling them away from you, start to stretch. It could be one at a time, maybe all four. Stretching, reaching, maybe you even lift up. Exhale, lower down, head the opposite direction, big toes touch, heels apart. Coming into the full bow, or if you wish to follow, I'll do half bow. One at a time, bending the right knee, hold the right ankle, or leave the right hand on the ground like cobra, but won't reach. Stretch the left arm and left leg like you just were in the locust, and press the right ankle into the right hand. Beautiful, nice. Halfway done, an opportunity to practice the other side. Switch. And release. We'll come back into pose of the child. And Aloma Baloma, the sitting twist. Bring your left hip onto the ground, and today bring the right foot to cross over the left knee. So keep the left knee back and sitting as tall as you can. You might simply hug the leg and sit tall. Some of you will want to bring the right hand behind, picking the left elbow, or reaching the left hand towards the right ankle. And go ahead and look behind as you breathe, and beautiful twists. Come into a counter twist. Sit up nice and tall and twist the other way. Inhale, release, and switch out the legs. Your time to sit nice and tall. And twisting to the left. All of your attention these last few breaths. Gently release, a counter twist the other way. Beautiful. Come back to neutral, maybe a squat to standing, maybe something else. Please take your time, make your way, coming to the top of the mat. Standing forward fold, big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, lifting the hands overhead, and again, make the steeple with the fingers. Lift up. Let the head stay cradled in the arms as you stretch forward, tailbone back behind. Eventually all the way down, and you might like to hug the legs. Let the head drop, looking 6 o'clock with your eyes. A few breaths here. Straight spine. Come all the way back up. Have you turn to your right, bring the legs apart for triangle pose. Turn the left toes out. Inhale, your right arm up overhead. Take the right wrist with the left hand as you stretch it up and over. Trikonasana. Extending both arms out in line with the shoulders, maybe even looking up towards the right thumb. Few more breaths here. Inhale up, turning the toes the other way. This time lift the left arm up, taking the left wrist to stretch and reach. And over. Opening the arms out in line with the shoulders. All of your attention. Last deep exhale. Use the arms, the legs, the core. Inhale up. Turn the toes back over to the left side, maybe a little wider with the legs as you bend the left knee, coming into warrior two. Twisted warrior, so the right arm towards the left foot. And the left arm up towards the ceiling. Some of you will be able to straighten the leg, coming into Parivrtta Trikonasana, the twisted triangle. Use your instincts whether you want to bend the knees to release out of this, honor your spine, honor the body as you inhale back up. And turn the toes the other way for your Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2, other side. So beautiful, your postures. Thank you for your beautiful breath. Thanks for calming the nervous system. Left arm like windmill up and over to the right foot. Right arm up overhead, maybe straightening the right leg. Last deep exhale here. Inhale, release all the way to standing. Coming back to the top of the mat. Bringing your hands out in front, coming up onto your toes. And slowly lowering all the way down for our final relaxation. Savoring the benefits of using the body and finding some space. Trying for some stillness. Tense and release. Inhale, squeeze the legs, flex your feet, bring them an inch above the ground and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale. hips, buttocks. Inhale, squeeze, lift your hips off the ground. Exhale, release, let them go. The chest, the shoulders, inhale, squeeze, lift your shoulders up towards your ears, away from your ears, and then exhale. The arms, the hands, inhale, stretch, reach your fingers out wide, and then exhale, release. Squeeze your facial muscles, lift your head, and then open your eyes, stick your tongue out. Exhale, let go. Maybe side to side. And the whole body to soften and relax. Thank you to your body. Thank you to the mind. Thank you Yeah. And awareness back to the legs and arms, maybe moving the toes, fingers. Ready. Slowly slide the legs together, arms reaching up overhead, maybe even make a steeple with the fingers, big stretch. And then hugging yourself into a tiny little ball, knees into the chest, squeeze. Go to your side, laying on your side of it, rolling up to sitting. Chanting Om year round. Perhaps we can incorporate that beautiful practice of the long sa with the short with our Om, a nice one. Big inhale. Thank you so much for your beautiful practice. Oh, thank you. Namaste.